them off guard and really get them, just hit them right before they're able to air dodge and get them right into the blast zone.
And we're going to be starting off, everybody. Handshakes out, gentlemen's out there. We're going to start on the stage. We all knew it was coming. It's Smashville. To begin, XenoSaga number 13. Starting off, we got Fabio just running right in there, trying to establish some early stage control. And got a couple 1v1s going on the side here. It looks like they're trying to maybe double team Bankai and bury MGW over on the left-hand side there. All right, good stuff. Forcing Fabio off the stage once again. Blue team seeming more like they want to get these 2v1 situations. Big amount of skirmish going on, though. Everybody's just eating a lot of damage here. Relatively even percent across the board other than MGW at the moment.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the things that like Greninja will do in doubles, is because he's such a fast-moving character and he's pretty small. Like, he's mid-size, right? So like he'll be able to avoid a lot of the hits, and like with those sweeping smash attacks or just the sweeping moves in general, like that forward air, oh my god, he's going to be able to like minimize taking damage and maximize like just like covering space.
Yeah, he's a great combo breaker. Unfortunately, not able to get a hitbox out there to save Bankai, who got hit by that down smash and losing his first stock. But definitely kind of similar to the way that Fabio is going to be playing Fox. Greninja could get in there and stop the Luma shenanigans, or just eliminate Rosalina altogether.
Ooh. And that's what I was talking about, just like the fact that he gets up so high. Like his up air isn't the weakest, but like it's never not like super strong. But because combined with how high he can get up there and how close he'll be next to the blast zone, oh my god, it becomes such a threat.
Yeah, I think Red Team's big key here is to get to throw combos into up airs, very solid stuff. But to make sure that they watch their landing, as we said before, because of how quickly Greninja could get in there, but also just the fact that you have a hovering Zero Suit at all times. Great coverage on the left-hand side there, gets the down B and evens this back up.
Okay, so we're basically just seeing like kind of the round 2. Everyone's on their second stock, and we're just seeing a lot of that low damage combos and strings and just pressure going on. But now we see that the blue team is beginning to capture stage control, just keeping them both out together.
Yeah, this is where you see a lot more of the blueprints start to come through on team compositions. Blue team opting to go more for a faded approach, let red team come to them, because red team does have the ability to have great space control between Luma with that up smash not coming through to get the kill, unfortunately. But they have a little bit more room to work with by comparison to blue team. So blue team's just going to abuse their great frame data and speed, force them to come in and get hard punishes. Yeah,
just like we saw Bankai sneak in and get that back air that took out Jay, putting him on his last stock.
Yeah, Jay currently sitting in behind. You know, as we all know, for the most part, other than, say, Utopian Ray, Rosalina, not the greatest character in doubles, and he's been doing okay at the start, but it looks like they're starting to abuse more of a 2v1 on them.
Yeah, she's definitely a really polarizing character in doubles because, like, for her follow-ups, they are fantastic because of how sweeping her aerials are, but she is still a large, floaty character, so when she's not in advantage state, her disadvantage state is pretty far.
Yeah, it can become a real nuisance to try and get back. Kind of similar to what's going on the left-hand side here. The MGW just not letting Fabio retouch the stage. And they're doing a great job of not letting Jay stop it either. That's something that you don't see often enough. And great coverage gets the neutral get up. I don't know why people think it's a good idea to press forward against Zero Suit, but you know, it unfortunately happened. And now we're looking at Fabio at 148%. And blue team down, okay, almost even in this backup. If they could get rid of MGW stock, it's still very much doable, but
I would no. This, not anymore. This is very much in blue team's favor. Even if they were able to knock out MGW, Bankai has not taken any hits. He's only at 1%, so he was like, nah. Yeah,
unfortunately for J2, now that it's in 2v1, you see the Nair immediately there. They're going to try and get rid of Luma as quick as possible to stop that from being a threat, and that back air is going to end up sealing it out anyway, so blue team's going to go up. First game, very solid stuff. At the beginning there, it definitely looked like it was a red team's favor, but they adapted on the fly, especially in that midway point that you mentioned there with everybody down to 2 stocks.
Yeah, when they were beginning to get their footing, like understanding the movement patterns of the opposition, just being like, okay, the way they were beginning to like settle in and just start obtaining stage control.
Yeah, it's such a huge key. You know, you see a lot of the unsuccessful teams being the teams that try to constantly do 1v1s in doubles. You need to abuse the fact that you have an extra body in there that's on your side. You take advantage of the fact that maybe you may not be able to get a strong combo, but if you give them to the hands of your teammate, they can extend it for you. And blue team definitely taking much greater advantage of that by comparison to the red team towards the end there. A lot more team follow-ups.
Something I really like to see more often is that there are combo extensions that you can get from 50-50s. But like, don't go for that. Like, just get those guaranteed hits and let your trust your partner to follow up. You know, this is how you get that synergy going. And because there's more guaranteed positions like there, you're now in a less committal state, so you're able to follow up on their follow-up, you know, and able to just like help keep guard if the other person tries to break it up, stuff like that.
Exactly.
One thing I would like to see during these, when a team has stage control and they've knocked them both off, is to just knock one away and both decide to just like double team one person and take out that stock even faster.
We are from the same school there. I am a huge pusher of get somebody off stage and then go double team the other person, because now they have less gaps. Unfortunately, Bankai's going to go down, and MGW, red team, taking the first 2 stocks in this on everybody's favorite stage, Lilat.
But yeah, like just like that, like we saw Greninja get Vulcan jab by Fox, and Jay was just like waiting to follow up with the up smash. Bankai, you know, unfortunately died as well, but you know, it was just like he was off to the side, so they were able to focus on one character. Yeah,
it was still the optimal scenario. You know, you had Bankai out of the picture, and why go bother to try and edge guard when you could seal out a guaranteed stock like they did?
Exactly.
You know, sometimes it's just better, because also you're going to get the teammate who's currently trying to recover to panic, and then you might be able to fish out a panic jump or a quick roll on stage and go punish that too.
Actually, just saw the blue team doing the exact same thing. They were like super pressuring Fox right there and just like saying like, Rosa, you can't do anything in from this position. There are too many things, and if you want to hit your partner, go right ahead, you know. And so they were able to take out both those stocks as well.
That idea seemed really good. Keeping Jay out of the picture. I'm sorry, Fabio out of the picture. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that. Still, red team with a relatively decent lead here. Zero Suit sitting currently at kill percent, right on cue. Unfortunately, you whiffed that grab. It's probably not going to turn out too well for you.
That down smash sending full horizontal, even actually across the curved angle of Lilat. So it went down, out and down.
I have to point something out here because it irks me a little bit. When you know how to perfect pivot, that's all fine and dandy. But when you just perfect pivot repeatedly, when you have an ability to go cover somebody while they're landing,
it's to assert dominance.
It's okay, all right. It's like go empty hop underneath, or just call out a jump off the ledge and ignore me completely.
Beautiful.
Very solid stuff. This is looking like a complete flip of the script.
My
God. How to get your stock deleted 101. That was great coverage. And now Jay and Fabio looking a much greater position here.
Yeah, this counter pick definitely working out really well for these characters. I can definitely see like how this would help both of them. Just like one, making Greninja's recovery a little bit scarier because like he has to pinpoint to the edge and stuff, because that edge can definitely be finicky. Rosalina being able to cover all those platforms from the ground with her up tilt or rising up air is going to be really good. I know Sage really likes this stage as Fox, so you know, being able to just move around and all the sliding really like it just improves Fox's movement anyway.
Light is actually also a very big fan of this stage too. Like he doesn't want to go here often, but he does very well on here for what is normally touted as one of the worst stages for Fox. So, but you got to be able to work around that type of stuff, and if you aren't willing to put that meta in, unfortunately that counter not coming through there. But if you're not willing to take the time to try and develop new meta, then things stay the same.
Yeah, and this is working really well for the red team. They have put in that time.
Yeah, MGW putting in a solid amount of work here, though. Actually still in this. I mean, he's still down 4.
Yeah, see, what's really frustrating about watching this is that, like, MGW is doing a really good job of staying aware and not, like, overcommitting too much until that end part. And he's, like, staying alive really far because, you know, Greninja's a really fast character, so he's able to, like, take advantage of those things. But when you're down 4 stocks and you're at that kill percent, like, one of the things is, like, it's not about giving up. It's about not giving them data.
Yes.
And it's in times like that where it's just like, if you run off, right, and you keep your composure because you went on your own terms, right, you're, one, you're composed, and two, you're not showing them, like, any little tricks because you're trying to really pull one out because it's, like, really balanced the likelihoods.
You're also exhausting yourself. Like, if it's the last game, then I get it. But
yeah, of course.
And, you know, if you're naturally talented at that, then by all means, but it's just, it takes up so much more out of you to try and get 4 stocks down. But even if you get to that last stock, you get them down to the final one, and then you still lose, that's a lot of time you just wasted into putting in a lot of your own personal energy.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that after what we saw going on with Lilat, though, the blue team decided to counterpick 2 FD, give them a little bit more room to work with, faster characters to be able to get in. Obviously, Fox can cover some of that range as well. But they've been doing such a great job of keeping Luma out of the picture that the space control, I think, isn't going to be as much of an issue for the blue team on FD.
Yeah, I think they're going to play a lot of the similar game that they did on Game 1 with Smashville. They remove a dimension of movement with the platform, but now they trade up with getting more space, and I think that's something that they definitely want to have because they probably felt a little claustrophobic on Lilat. Oh my God!
Just run up and do it. Run up and do it again. Up smash the tried and true, old reliable coming through. We got 2 stocks going down, and red team saying, you know what, you could get rid of Luma, but not when it mattered. And now, I mean, red team is sitting at 100-some-odd%. So if blue team could get rid of it right now, it's so. Oh my God! Okay, so did not get the fair drag down. That would have been huge.
And Greninja's Hydro Pump knocking Fox towards the stage rather than outward, so he didn't get gimped right there. It was really good idea by Fabio to just go hold in so that if he did get blasted, it would just be towards the stage and upward because it will always send you upward. Oh my God! He's like, you're trying to grab?
That,
nah.
Yeah, I'm just going to call that like the read from 5 years ago. Like he knew he was going to drop shield.
Bankai the Oracle over here.
He flip kicked from like center stage. You saw that occur so long ago and you still let it go. But it's unfortunate and that's going to be first stock gone.
Yeah, Bankai subscribed to Red Team Magazine right over here and just like making all those reads.
And Bankai trying to get back down. Great stuff going very far to the left. Not going to get hit by the Luma shot there. Unfortunately, a little bit too close in. Great delay by Fabio there to avoid getting gimped. Wait. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought Greninja died for a second at 65% to that up air. I was like, all right, you know what? Y'all complaining about Bayo, but you're not really you're not complaining about the real problem here. All right, solid stuff. Both teams trying to regain some kind of composure here, but Jay finally losing his stock. As I was just about to say, his survivability has been looking fantastic so far. This is a complete flip of the script. Like, you know, blue team had to start like they did in game 1, and red team's completely not turned it around because we're at a relatively even game here. Only 1 stock separating these two teams.
I would say they definitely were able to push back a little bit from the dominance that was from that counter pick of game 2, making it much more even. However, you know, we still have that completely fresh stock still in reserve on Jay's side. So everyone else is on their last stock, and Bankai is taking massive damage, and Zero Suit is not the heaviest, so she's almost on death's door. And with the kill power of Rosalina, oh my God.
Yeah, luckily right where he stood, too, that whiff grab, if Fabio had noticed, and he decided to charge an up smash, there was no way MGW was getting over there to stop that.
Yeah.
He would have probably died. So luckily for him, he only got that grab instead of the up smash there. Never mind, up smash still going to come in anyways. And now we're looking at a 2v1 situation coming in here for MGW.
Ooh. That was really good awareness by MGW not to like air dodge and get hit by Rosalina, ending it right there. This is one of those situations where like this is more possible than it was in game. Never mind. You know, I forget. I don't have a story for anything. Good game, guys.
More possible, or you could run up and you could hit upwards on the C-stick. Yeah, that was actually a really big regular theme that was occurring in those last 2 games is that Jay was just throwing out those up smashes because blue team was being a little bit too reckless with their approaches. You know, by comparison to the first game, they had a little bit more thought process, I think, behind their 2v1 scenarios.
Yeah. Definitely.
But in those last 2 games, like they couldn't really establish the type of dominance they wanted. Like Fabio ran back in, broke it up, and they were getting separated a lot, never really converting off the same team combos they had in the first game. So very solid stuff, though. Red team making that comeback after what was a pretty decent start for blue team there.
Yeah.
But you're going to go down. And like you said, I definitely agree with that up-and-coming thing out of Jay there. Jay was looking very solid, especially, like we said before, Rosa and doubles is not exactly the easiest thing to pull off. And he made it look, he did it very well.
Yeah, Rosa and doubles definitely requires like a lot of awareness because you're just like, I have laggy moves, but like if I put them in the right position, oh my God, the payoff is ridiculous.